Okay, so this was a play from the Thursday Night Football game where Dolphins QB Tua Tagovailoa suffered his third NFL concussion in Miami's 31-10 loss to the Buffalo Bills. The 26-year-old QB's injury sparked a lot of debate around the NFL community whether he should consider early retirement, because at the end of the day, what's a couple $100 million if you can't even function properly in your adult life? Tua signed a contract extension in the offseason to the tune of $212 million for 4 years, and according to Spotrac, his extension includes $167 million guaranteed for injury, of which $43 million has already been paid in 2024. Hence, if he's medically cleared to return to football but chooses to retire, he will forego the remaining $124 guaranteed money. Conversely, if he's medically forced into retirement, he has a right to collect the remaining $124 million. So yeah, obviously the health of the Dolphins QB is first and foremost a bigger concern, but the financials of his contract was still a big issue everyone in the media was talking about. So the past couple days, a lot of people were discussing Tua's future and whether he should retire early. However, during the debate on ESPN's First Take on Friday morning, the conversation took a weird turn after an exchange between Stephen A. Smith and Elle Duncan. Listen to what he says, and then her response to him was pretty wild and had many people on social media buzzing. I mean, just take a look at Ryan Clark's facial expression as she begins to speak. Here's the clip.
Here's the deal. When I sit up there and I go to work every day, and I'm not a football player, but when I go to work every day, there are sacrifices that I make as a father all the time. I'm not around my daughters as much as I would like to be. I'm not with my family as much as I would like to be. Sometimes they resent it and what have you. I don't care. And you know why I don't care? Because I grew up starving. And as a result of that, anything that I do to ensure the well-being of my family moving forward, even in the event that I'm not around, as selfish as that may be, I'm willing to do it because I knew what it was like to grow up with nothing. These football players make those decisions every single day as men. Provide, protect. That's our number one priority. That's how most of us think. And that plays a role into the kind of decisions men make, even when they're deemed selfish, foolish, ill-advised, or whatever. It comes with it when you're a man.
Listen, as someone who is a woman who has 2 scars that go from hip to hip, because I've had 2 C-sections in an effort to provide for my family and create a family for my family, I understand sacrifice. A black woman in this country whose mortality rates are incredibly high, I understand making sacrifices and trying to mitigate risk when it comes to your family, expanding your family and protecting your family. All I am simply imploring is that anyone in Tua's corner, someone that truly believes and loves Tua, is having a real conversation with him right now about what quality of life looks like. And we all face an existential crisis at some point in our lives. You host a podcast called The Pivot, and all of us at some point have got to make a turn from the thing that we were defined by for our entire lives. If we are surrounded by people that love us and can help us get to the conclusion that there is life after this, as dark and troublesome as it may be, as much as you sacrifice to get here, I'm just hoping someone, it ain't me, I got no dog in this fight, and I am not audacious enough to ask him. I'm hoping someone in that family, someone in his corner that truly loves him, is asking him to sit down and think long and hard about whether he wants to keep doing this. But I know risk.
Yeah.
I don't think there's
You're
anything
right.
to
No
say after
disagreement
that.
there.
Very well said.
No disagreement
All right,
there.
let's leave.
Okay, so yeah, that was her insane response to Stephen A's opinion on Tua Tagovailoa's future. She basically equated her 2 pregnancies as a sacrifice in life in relation to Tua's concussion. How she even turned this conversation into a topic about a black woman's mortality rate and C-section is beyond me. Then again, it is ESPN, and holy shit, I'm not too surprised. Anyways, the comments section had everyone throwing shade at Elle Duncan. Here are some of the top comments from that segment. One user tweeted, "Bro, Elle Duncan done dropped the black woman in this country card while talking about Tua's concussions. I hate television 2024. Another tweet wrote, "God, just make Pat McAfee's show from 10 to 3 at this point on ESPN. Jesus, these comments are brutal. Here's another one. "Man, what does your race have to do with Tua getting a concussion? Holy smokes. Elle Duncan trying hard to out-victim Stephen A. The way they somehow found a way to make this debate about gender roles is crazy work." So yeah, you could tell the audience wasn't too happy with this segment, particularly with Elle Duncan. This clearly ain't a good look for ESPN, as they've become a laughingstock in recent years for their sports coverage. Anyways guys, let me know what you thought about this segment.